Oh, there's the kitchen that we're gonna be taking out and replacing. Let's take a look at it. Well, might be a couple dead animals in there.
Stuck.
Kind of sold me on the house and didn't work, so this is really a big moment of redemption.
Hey, what's going on? It's James here with the RTA Outdoor Living. We're in Fullerton, California, and we're about to meet the Chon family. We heard they needed an outdoor kitchen makeover, and we're gonna make that happen.
Hey RTA, my name's Kevin. I'm here in Fullerton, California, and I'd be excited to work with you guys to remodel my outdoor kitchen. Currently, I bought this house about a year ago, and I'm super excited to get to use this outdoor kitchen, but obviously right now I don't. Be excited to learn more about the possibility to work with you guys. And if that sounds great, we'd love to hear from you.
Let's go check out the backyard. Oh, there's the kitchen that we're gonna be taking out and replacing. Let's take a look at it. Wow, look at this thing. Oh, these tile countertops don't hold up very well. That's why we don't recommend those. Let's take a look at this refrigerator. It doesn't... Not sure what's going on there. Got some weird alarm system when you open it. Doesn't look like it works either. Let's take a look at the sink. Pretty small sink that we're working with here. So challenge is that there's really not a lot of functionality with it. You can't wash dishes, you can't do much of anything. Wow, not a lot of water pressure. It looks more like a drinking fountain than a sink. Side burner looks in decent shape. Looks pretty nasty, but you know, all in all looks decent. The grill, let's open this thing up. Oh boy. Looks pretty nasty. Burners look like they're all rusted out. You know, the other thing about if I'm looking at this, not a lot of counter space to really do anything on either side of the grill, which makes it a little challenging when you're going to prep food, so. Well, might be a couple dead animals in there. Let's take a look at what's going on here. I'm not really sure. It looks like there's racks for serving trays. Kind of interesting. There's some more storage down here. And looks like a cooler of some sort, but not great looking, and I'm not sure how you insulate, so I imagine that ice melts pretty quick. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Appears to be a space for a trash can to sit, but wouldn't be really convenient because you'd have to fill it up and then pull it out. Aside from the structural issues that we have with these tile countertops, there's some structural damage that's happening right here on the stucco. I'm imagining that it's because it's a multi-layered system. So that's the challenge that you have, is over time, they're structurally gonna start to fall apart. If I take a glance at everything, you know, I'm actually not seeing any designed ventilation, which is a huge challenge that you have with having a gas grill and a gas burner in there, because if gas accumulates inside, there's really no way for it to escape. So that's actually a huge safety concern that you have. And it's one that we see quite often around the country, is just people not designing ventilation into their outdoor kitchen. And the last thing I'm noticing is if you look at this space, there's actually no area for guests to congregate, for the host to actually serve them and really make them part of the space. So what we're gonna have to do here is design a whole place with bar seating so that their guests can come and have a place to sit and have a place for the guests to entertain them. All right, now that we understand the work that we have cut out for us, let's go ahead and meet the homeowner.
It's a long time coming. I remember I told you guys that when I first moved in, the kitchen's what kind of sold me on the house and didn't work. So this is really a big moment of redemption. Super stoked.
Kevin.
Hey, James.
Nice to meet you, man.
So excited you guys are here today. I can't wait to just tear this out and get a new RTA kitchen.
Well, we can't wait for the transformation either, but talk us through the process and kind of your thoughts around purchasing a home that included an outdoor kitchen.
So when my wife and I were looking, one of the main things that we wanted was an outdoor kitchen. And so when I saw this, I was like, this is it. You know, it was a big selling point for me for this house. And, you know, there's a saying, it's good from far, but far from good. And once we bought the house and I started inspecting a little bit, the burners all rusted through. It wasn't really the level that I wanted.
Okay, and was the outdoor kitchen part of the inspection process when purchasing the home?
It was, but I realized they said it worked, but that's a big difference than usable. Just the deeper you dig, you realize what things are really like underneath the surface. And so just one of those things, I wish my inspector did a better job. But well, you gotta roll with the punches.
Well, you definitely have the space for it. The backyard's beautiful, so it's perfect. We just got to get something that's obviously a little bit more functional. I guess talk us through how you envisioned using the kitchen and kind of like what your thoughts were around that.
What I want is a kitchen and space it's obviously clean, functional, and a gathering place for my family. I just had my first son, and so I really believe this is going to be a gathering focal point of the whole family for also my friends as well. My impression of James and RTA is they're extremely professional, detail-oriented, and just really passionate about just outdoor living and cooking.
All right, well, we're excited to get an outdoor kitchen in here that's going to be dependable, obviously functional. It's going to last you and your family a lifetime. You'll be the cool neighbor on the block. But first and foremost, we got to rip this thing out of here. Are you ready to start demoing it?
I can't wait. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
James, this is Jose. He's my amazing landscaper.
Hi, James. I'm Jose, Ponce Landscaping.
Jose, James from RTA. Very nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, man.
You guys ready to start the demo?
I am ready. I'm super excited to get the demo going. I've never done anything like this. I think it's going to be kind of stress relieving as well. So super excited.
Kevin, let's have you take the first swing, man.
Let's do it. Stuck.
Crazy how easy and quick these tiles are coming up because of how brittle they are. Not a durable surface for an outdoor countertop. They got these metal studs inside. You can see the cement board's actually warping. Cause structural issues long term with the stucco and whatever skin or cladding material that you'd use on the outside. Remember the ice cooler that was right here in the countertop? They actually just piled pavers up just to hold that up. Pretty crazy design.
Can't even recognize the space anymore. Can't wait till it's all cleaned up and we get the new one in though.
Might have a little surface prep before we put the new kitchen down, but you gotta knock that out.
As long as it's a smooth surface, that's all we need, right?
That's right. Wow, Kevin, Jose and those guys made quick work of this thing.
They're beasts. That was a lot quicker than I thought.
Yeah, they were like machines over here. Yeah. So the good news is we already have the utility lines in place. Mm-hmm. So we have, electrical, it looks like in a couple locations. We have the gas line right here, the grill, and we got water right there. So we just basically got to design things around those and work off of what we have.
I liked kind of the location of the sink and the grill, so I think it's gonna be really easy to still use the existing stub outs and gas and electrical.
Well, good news is you're working with the experts, so we can get everything dialed in. But first, let's just take some measurements just to see what we're working with.
All right, let's do that.
130. Awesome. All right, let's brainstorm here. Talk to me about your, aspirations as far as design and layout.
I love the idea that this is in itself just a full kitchen. I don't need to run in and out, so storage is really important.
Okay.
Obviously the sink. I want a nice grill. Dream list would be a smoker.
Okay.
And I think I need a burner as well. And my wife, and we're thinking about kids and parties, like kind of like a pizza oven might be just a cherry on top.
Look what I put together just as an initial concept.
Wow.
We'll have this sit on that left side. Got the sink there, so we have the water.
You already put everything I had asked for and even more. This is awesome.
The cool thing is, I'm gonna send this over to one of our expert designers, Daniel.
Okay.
So let's get on a call with him and he can further refine and kind of revise the details for us.
Sounds good. Let's
Awesome.
go.
Let's go.
Destroying the old kitchen was just really refreshing. Just getting a clean slate to build exactly what I wanted is just super exciting.
Awesome, Daniel. I'm here with Kevin. We just came inside from the demo. I wanted you to really work with Kevin to refine some of those design details and just get this design dialed in for him.
Hey Daniel, nice to meet you.
Kevin, pleasure to meet you, man. Sounds like you guys are having some fun over there doing some demolition.
Oh yeah.
Kevin took the first swing.
Awesome, man. Well, I was taking a look at a few of the pictures that James had sent over, but maybe you can tell me a little bit about how you intend to use the space and, what would be important for you and your family.
I really want to have, the appliances and just features that would really help me do that better. Seating area, talked about a pizza oven, that would be really fun. And so just being able to have everything there so I don't have to run in and out, which would be really awesome.
That's kind of one of the first things that came to James and I's mind is, you have this beautiful space for entertainment, but there's nowhere to hang out.
It'd be nice to have somewhere to kind of sit and lean up against.
The way you kind of intend to use the space, Kevin, is, obviously maximizing on your entertainment space, giving your guests some place to hang out. But as far as cooking is concerned, what kind of or what size of a grill do you think you'd like to see out there?
I'm not exactly sure. I've looked at grills in the past and I wasn't sure how to size it. Sometimes it's a small group and sometimes it's a little larger.
A 36-inch grill is normally the most common size grill for residential use, and I think it's kind of like that perfect size for, when you're cooking for just you and your family. But if you do bring some of the neighborhood guests over, you've got plenty of real estate to work with on the grill. And I know you mentioned a pizza oven, so kind of making the pizza oven the focal point here in the corner, I think is a great way to give your guests something to look at, be entertained with, but also just kind of creating a main focal point in the space.
That pizza oven looks amazing. I shared my concern about the pizza oven. Wasn't sure. I always wanted to get a fire going and said, why don't you get a hybrid model, which also has gas? Never even knew that existed. Also the grill sizing, I have no idea what size to get. There's so many options. He really narrowed it down by asking me the right questions of how often I'm hosting, how many people, and the layout of the seating as well. We took into consideration the orientation of the sun and where the shade's gonna be. It's just really next level and just so thoughtful in how they do it.
Here on the left-hand side, we're thinking this could be your main entertainment space, right? Getting your guests together, letting them hang out, sit at the bar while someone's hosting. You can sit back here, use the grill, use the power burner or the griddle. And that's what you see here on the left is a power burner. So that'll be awesome for being able to cook like a teppanyaki type of style dishes for your guests. And on the bar, I think, one of the things I noticed here in this original design is the refrigerators on the complete opposite side, not really too convenient for you or your guests. So let's move that refrigerator closer to the bar side. That way it just is a little bit more convenient for them to access. But I'm super excited to have a clean slate, a new U-shaped layout where I can host people and gather, and just functionally and layout just works so much better. It's going to be awesome. I think this is looking great. I think really what we should talk about, James, is some aesthetics for the space. Have you guys kind of talked about what the vibe is out there? Like the existing kitchen setup was that weird kind of tan color. It looked a little dated. A more modern aesthetic that's going to match the future look of the house is kind of what I'm going for. Keeping it clean and easy to maintain is something important, especially being outside. Are there certain finishes that you think do that better, Daniel? My thought is introducing the modern concrete. We call it modern concrete bright. I think it's going to be a beautiful finish to the space there and kind of update things. That looks really nice.
Clean look.
Yeah.
Really clean.
The good news is all of our finishes are made out of the same exact material. So they're all going to be weather resistant. We're going to offer a lifetime warranty on all of those finishes. So it's definitely going to be something that's going to be here to last. You're not going to have to worry about that in the future. But as far as these countertops are concerned, I think granite is really hard to beat. Concrete can make a really great countertop surface, but I think if you really kind of make it look modern, have a surface that's easy to clean, not worried about making a mess on the countertop when making pizzas, I think our alpha white is going to be the way to go with this design.
I really think this color combination is going to match the house really well once I repaint it.
California beach vibes, right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, James? You think we get these sent over to the blueprint team so that they can start working on these final details?
Yeah, I'd say as long as Kevin, you happy with how everything looks and everything we've discussed so far?
This is beyond what I was kind of imagining in my head, and comparing to what I had, like this is just on the next level.
Awesome, man. I'd say, yeah, let's get these submitted over to the blueprint team so that they can start putting together the blueprints, and then we'll go from there.
Hey, let's do it. We'll be seeing you soon, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Daniel.
Thanks a lot, Daniel.
Hey, take care, guys.
The design process in my call with Daniel was really easy. Daniel is so passionate. He's not just, a designer. He's a barbecue griller, like he's a master at it. And so I just felt and really trusted his recommendations as I was building it out. Initially, I had my design, but he took it to that next level, talking about spacing and which appliances would work better. And so I'm super glad he was there to guide me along the way.
Kevin, thank you so much for having me today. You are one step closer to having a brand new RTA outdoor kitchen that's going to last you and your family years to come.
I'm so glad to have that old crusty one out of here, and I just can't wait till the new one gets here.
Awesome, man. We'll have everything manufactured and shipped out to you in a few weeks, and I'll be back for the installation.
Awesome, James, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Take care. It's gonna be hard to wait for the new kitchen, but with RTA's quick turnaround, I'm still gonna have a lot of the summer left over to enjoy with my friends and family and just really hang out and grill outside.
Yep, we received Kevin's order. Okay, I'll let you know right when it's ready to ship. Hi, I'm Amanda Corman, and I am here in Cambridge City, Indiana, and this is where we custom make all of your kitchens. Right now, we have Kevin's order ready for production. I just want to let you know that Kevin's order is headed out the door. It should be there less than a week, and we can't wait to see it installed in the backyard. I know, send us pictures, okay? Thanks, have a good day, bye.
When the crates arrived, it was honestly kind of like Christmas morning on steroids. It was just a lot bigger than I thought. I don't know why I thought differently, but it's a big kitchen. And just having that all on your driveway was really the moment it all kind of sunk in of, hey, this is really happening.
What's going on? James here with RTA Outdoor Living. We are back in Fullerton, California. We're here to help Kevin get his outdoor kitchen set up. Looks like he's got everything delivered, so let's get to it. Kevin, what's going on? Good to see you again, man.
Good seeing you again, man. All the stuff got here a lot sooner than I thought, and it's a lot. It's a lot bigger than I thought as well.
Well, it's a pretty large order. We got a lot of crates. Honestly, we'll have this thing knocked out in no time, so let's start on crating, man. I'm sure you're excited.
I can't wait. Let's do it.
Time we got one of our pro installers, Frank, here to help us out with it.
Hey,
doing,
Frank.
Hey, good to see you, man.
How you doing?
I heard you're one of RTA's top pro installers, so I'm really excited you're here.
Done many of them, so this is nothing. We'll get this taken care of in no time. You'll be barbecuing with your family tonight.
I can see a lot has changed since we were last here.
Yeah, man. I just was thinking about it, and when I envisioned the RTA kitchen, it made me realize like I want the rest of this place to look just as good as the kitchen. And so I thought it was worth the upgrade to redo the whole area, just making sure the whole backyard was flat. And this is going to be the spot in the whole house, so it's worth it.
Definitely going to help us with the installation today, because I know the last time we ripped out the kitchen, we found that the patio surface and the substrate
a little
was
wonky,
a little shaky, so it would have presented some challenges. So I can see you added the pavers instead of the concrete. We got the new pergola system. Anything else you did back here?
Yeah, we just really leveled everything out. There's a fire pit and seating area around there, more landscaping around the side, just to kind of make sure that the kitchen had a place adjacent where everyone could gather and just hang out and eat.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get this thing installed. It's gonna look unbelievable. So we've had you involved at every stage in the process. We had you help with the design, the demo. Now we're at the final stage with the installation. Let's get our hands dirty, man. Let's get involved.
I've been waiting for you to ask me. Let's do it.
Awesome. Let's go. What's inside?
What is this?
They told me they were going to put a
Bridge
surprise in
City.
here for you.
Oh, this
So,
is sweet.
as a thank you for choosing RTA to do your outdoor kitchen, we actually
dude.
sent you a special T-shirt.
Oh, man.
We got some barbecue spices and some rubs in here.
Oh, wow. Man, you guys are ridiculous. This is
Look, they even
amazing.
sent some meat. We got a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow.
That way, when we get this thing set up today, you'll have all the tools and all the items you need to use it. Got an RTA koozie.
Sweet, man. You guys are awesome. Local Indiana place, huh?
That's right.
You guys
Cambridge
supported
City.
Local business.
That's right. That's
Wow,
right.
this is awesome, man. Thanks so much.
Pretty close to wrapping this thing up.
Yep.
Figured we'd have you put together one of the last islands so we can button up the final
Yeah,
details.
happy to help, man.
Awesome.
It's
So we get
just
that in place.
been watching, and it's a lot easier than it looks like. So just put the angle bracket
Yeah,
right
just
there.
put the angle bracket there. Make sure they line up with this channel.
Okay.
This can be magnetic, so you can just put a little weight on it and just start spinning. It's self-tapping, so it'll go right in.
So we had a blank slate and we started to install, but I was kind of intimidated, like how we're gonna build this huge kitchen in one day. But it's like Legos. They did all the hard work at the factory. It comes together. It's remarkable. It's a feat of engineering and design to be able to design something that you can put together so quick like Legos.
All right, Kevin, got everything bolted together. Good work, man. Let's. One thing I wanted to mention was the utility lines. I know you were a little bit, you were sweating over those to make sure they were in the right placement. Cool thing about our system, as you can see, it's a hollow box.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of flexibility and a lot of room for error when it comes to your utilities.
The walls are pretty thin, not weak, but thin and strong, so that it gives a lot more margin of error to put your utilities.
Which is different from your last kitchen. You really had
It's just like
hardly
the
had
cinder
any
blocks.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the beauty of our system, is you have a lot of flexibility with where you can place the utilities. So everything worked out. All right, so we're nearing the final stages here. We got the island construction put together, monolithic panels. We got custom cutouts for all the appliances. Countertops are in. So really the last step is to go in front, grab the appliances, start sliding them in, and we got a finished product.
My initial thoughts are like, wow, is that really there? Because it wasn't there in the morning. I built all these other things to get ready for it, but now that's there, it's just transformed the whole space into something that beyond what I had expected.
incredible, man. We got it all wrapped up.
This is mind blowing because there was literally nothing here this morning.
This morning we had a blank canvas, and now we got an entire kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, this is unbelievable. Let's just take a quick walk around and take a look at what you got.
All right.
So if we think back to your original kitchen, I mean, we had that trash. Remember, it was in the countertop where you had to like
You
reach.
couldn't even take it out. Like you have to like bend over and pull it like this high.
Wasn't even usable.
No.
Yeah. So simple little upgrade, but we got a pull-out trash, really convenient for you to be able to access.
The humble trash can makes a big difference.
It's crazy. It's crazy. We got the refrigerator, and I remember your old refrigerator had some type of weird alarm system
It
that
was
going on.
buzzing like crazy. It didn't work. Smelled like mold.
Yeah. So we got a beautiful 24-inch Coyote refrigerator. That way, you got your bar
Yeah.
set up. You can
Gorgeous.
put your refreshments in. It's going to be really convenient in this location, so you can serve your guests. We're going to sit on the other side.
Yep.
We got just some simple storage, and often overlooked. as
You
much
can
as
never
you
have
want.
enough storage.
Can never have enough, especially because you don't want to be outside. You're hosting all your guests. You got all these cooking elements and have no place to put it.
Yeah. I don't want to run in. I want everything here just ready to go.
So moving over, we have some more storage that actually sits right below this beautiful power burner. I got to be honest, this power burner, I'm pretty jealous because you can do so much. And I know you got the teppanyaki accessory for it. So you can not only do lobster boils, you can cook seafood. I mean, you can pretty much do it all here. But if you, with the teppanyaki accessory, I mean, you can fire up breakfast for the family.
Yeah. Griddle, pancakes, eggs, whatever. Yeah. It's going to be, I'm probably going to use this maybe the most out of everything. I'm super excited as well.
It's one of the most versatile appliances. So you
Yeah.
definitely did well. We got brand new grill. If we remember back to your, I don't even remember what brand it was, but it didn't work.
It didn't work. Just a pile of rust, to be honest,
Yeah.
inside.
So we got this 36-inch Coyote S-Series grill. And then you got it all. You got enough space. A sear burn on your left-hand side. We got the ceramic briquettes to evenly distribute the heat. We got a smoker box. We got lighting features on the knobs. We have a rotisserie out back.
Yeah. Definitely gonna use this a lot.
We got some more storage. Access below. You always want an access point to shut off your gas.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the star of the show. Look at this thing. Pizza oven. We got this Moderno 2 pizza oven from Alpha. And you didn't have this in your old kitchen. So this
No.
was really a completely new element that you added.
Yeah. This is, it's probably gonna steal the show. The color, the red, it's just an eye catcher, and kids are gonna love it.
It certainly is. I mean, as soon as you walk into the backyard, I mean, it just grabs your attention.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially like having an outdoor oven. So you can cook actually much more than pizza out here. So
Yeah, and I'm glad I sprung for the hybrid so I can use gas for convenience and wood for all that flavor.
the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Next, we got our sink with 21-inch Coyote sink right here. I was just trying to think back to the sink that you had before. It was
the
more-
water fountain?
Yeah, the drinking fountain, because it really didn't work. It had really low pressure.
Yeah.
This has got a couple different features on it. It's bigger than the old sink. It's actually going to work like a sink, so you
Yeah.
can wash your hands, wash dishes out here. You got the stainless steel cover. We have an integrated cutting board as well. You got your soap dispenser, so it's going to give you everything you need. And anytime you have a sink, you want the access just so you can access the plumbing if you ever needed to service it. To top it all off, Kevin, you got the asado smoker, so you can do the low and slow style cooking. Obviously get that beautiful flavor. I mean, I gotta tell you, man, with everything here, you got just about everything you could even think of.
I know. I just want to really go all out. I really feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this space. So
Well, an outdoor kitchen is something that you really should only have to do once, so you want to do it right.
Yeah.
Obviously, the last homeowners that you acquired the outdoor kitchen from didn't do it right, so we're hoping this is gonna be a beautiful setup that you and your family can enjoy for years to come.
definitely will be. Super excited. Neighbors, friends are all gonna come over and we're gonna enjoy the heck out of it.
Awesome. I even caught wind that you invited your parents over tonight to enjoy the new outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, so they've been inside. They're just excited. So let's get them out here and show them what we got.
What do we got here?
Oh, this is Max.
You're gonna be cooking out here in no time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kevin's gonna be the talk of the neighborhood.
right, yeah.
Kevin, it's been a pleasure working together. I'm super excited for you and your family. But honestly, at this stage, you got everything lined up, ready to go to start cooking. So I want to leave you guys to enjoying it. So you guys get the party on, and I'm gonna head out.
Can't thank you enough. RTA has been amazing. I can't believe it's here. It's in one day. It was from nothing to this. It's amazing. Can't express how amazing you guys have been to work with.
Well, we appreciate that, and if you guys ever need anything, you know where to find us. You have our contact information, and we're here for you. So,
Hey, thanks again, man.
absolutely.
Take care.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you guys.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
When I look back at my old kitchen, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. This is such an upgrade from what I had. Now in hindsight, like that thing was a piece of junk, but this thing is just immaculate and amazing. I'm so glad I went down the route of upgrading.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, testify the motion, loving things to
My experience of being on RTA's Great Outdoor Kitchen Makeover has been just so fun. From the beginning and designing to working with the crew, and just being documented and seeing my family see it all as well. It's just been a lot of fun, to be honest. If you get a chance to jump for it, trust me, do it.
All right, you guys, the calm after the storm. You know how it is. Wow, we had about over 30 people here tonight, and we all had a blast. We celebrated a birthday. We cooked a bunch of pizzas, grilled a lot of meat, used a power burner, and the kitchen was definitely the centerpiece of it all. You know, I have this big table back here, but everyone was around the bar, around the kitchen, around the food. So RTA, I just want to thank you guys so much for making this happen. It's definitely such a worthwhile investment for me, and I can't wait to do this again.